Hey everybody, Malistarin here, Guildmaster Dragonhearts Guild. It's been a while since I've posted anything, I think. I'm not sure. We're gonna take a quick second. Yes, this is another movie review in my car. We're gonna keep this one short. This is gonna be Black Widow. Spoiler warning, if you haven't seen it, if you don't want spoilers, stop watching. This is gonna be a quick discussion, so spoilers probably start now. So that was your warning. You got 30 seconds of warning. Should have turned this off or read the title. All right, so the it was bad. It was all right. I don't say bad. It was all right. Pacing was terrible. It was really slow. Couple good jokes. The reviews and stuff have kind of been spot on. Bad pacing, good chemistry between the actors, character relations, disappointed in a couple things. So they do explain Natasha and Clint in Budapest really quickly. It's kind of like a throwaway, oh, this is what happened in Budapest. And then they bring it back up like once or twice more. It's like, oh, we hid here for 2 weeks. Oh, we did this. I think it was better. They would have been better off not explaining Budapest. And leaving it to be a mystery. I think this was, everyone wanted to know what happened because it was a funny joke in Avengers, but to then clarify it, it kind of ruined it. I think it was better not to have mentioned it. The movie takes place after Civil War. Really slow start. There's a bit at the beginning where Natasha's sister stops being a Black Widow and gets the serum. That it's not made clear how fast, how long in the past that was, or if that had happened relatively to the start or the end of Civil War, kind of is like timeline. I was kind of hard to tell when that, but I think it was fairly recent. They don't explain how Natasha's sister, I don't actually ever remember catching her name, knew where Natasha was when she runs off to get sent this magical mind control serum. That was kind of dumb. The last, I think the movie is like 2 hours or something. It takes like an hour and a half for them to get to anything interesting, and then the last half an hour is just like, oh, here's all the cool stuff you've been waiting for. So that pacing was terrible. The only interesting thing was the end credits scene. The end of the movie was just Natasha being all like, all right, I'm gonna go break my family, my second family, out of prison, which I know that includes Captain America. That's gotta be Wanda, Vision. I know she doesn't break Clint and Ant-Man out because they're with their families on a probation. I can't remember who else she would have broken out. I would have liked to have seen her break everybody out. I think that would have been cool. Rather than pick up and, they're gone already. We get the end credit scene where they're locked away, but that's dumb. It would have been nice to see her break them out. But the end credit scene, or the end of the movie, they free the Black Widows. They're going to copy the serum to free the rest of them. And then, so the end credit scene is her sister standing in Natasha's grave. Because, of course, there's, a lot of moments in this movie where you're like, oh, is Natasha's Black Widow going to die? Of course she fucking doesn't. Because she dies at the end of Endgame, or in Endgame, that this movie needed to come out before Endgame. And I think it would have been better to fill. This is a little late to the gap, because what the critics are saying is the movie's in the shadow of this main character's dead. She's not coming back, and you made a movie about her, but she's dead. So as much as I love Marvel and I love the movies, I walked into this going, all right, cool. Any moment where it's like, oh, she can live, she can die, she's already dead. Killed herself to get the Soul Stone. But so, okay, end credit scene. Her sister's standing at her grave. Other girl shows up. I can only assume as a boss, and she goes, hey, I've got your next target for you. How would you feel about killing the person responsible for Natasha's death? She holds up a picture of Clint. So, yeah, he's kind of responsible for her death, but not really. Natasha made the choice to sacrifice herself. Both her and Clint were going to try to kill themselves to get the Soul Stone at the end of Endgame. Yada, yada, yada. We all saw Endgame. I don't remember if I did a review or not on it, but we all saw Endgame. If you're watching this, I hope you saw Endgame. Yeah, so why... Unless she comes back and the Avengers tell this grand story of, oh, we got these Infinity Stones, and to do the Soul Stone, Clint and Natasha had to sacrifice, one of them had to die, and Natasha sacrificed herself, that even then, you can't blame Clint, because he tried to stop her. They went back and forth for a while, but so I don't get who's holding him responsible, how anyone else would know that he was there when she died, unless they blocked away Natasha's death in the fight at the end when they tell the story, and not in the it's not Nidavellir, not in Nowhere, and that's not Nowhere either. God damn, what's the name of the planet? Not wherever they found the Soul Stone, because I can't remember what the name. It wasn't Nowhere, and it wasn't Nidavellir, so I don't remember what the name of that place was. Where the Soul Stone was. But yeah, so that's the end credit scene. So I'm trying to figure out that's setting up something. The next movie to come out is 10 Rings, and then I think it's Spider-Man, and then it's Doctor Strange 2, I think, or it's Spider-Man and then 10 Rings. No, it's 10 Rings and then Spider-Man, I'm pretty sure. They won't, I doubt they'll address it on Loki. There was a new episode of Loki tonight, but I haven't watched it. I doubt it gets addressed there. The only other place I can think of is in What If, but What If is all about what if this had happened instead. What I'm really disappointed about, I wanted there to be a scene where we saw her in the Soul Stone. I think that would have been cool. The same way when Gamora sacrifices herself, we see Thanos in the Soul Stone, the same way when he does the snap. But it'd be in the same way then when Tony in the end credits in a deleted scene, Tony does it, we see his daughter. I would have liked to have seen her, something flash to her being in the Soul Stone, something along the lines of that would have been nice. Or if it had ended and then it flashed to her falling, and all of this was like flashing before her eyes as she fell for the soul, that could have been cool too. But yeah, so my recommendations, I give it, in terms of Marvel movies, is a 4 or 5 out of 10. It was okay. It was entertaining. Would I pay to go see it again? No. Do I recommend you go pay to see it? No. I would wait till I assume at some point it'll be on Disney Plus. I don't have Disney Plus. Or, if there's like a $5 movie day somewhere, go see it for $5. Was it worth the 15 and change after tax and everything? No. I know a couple people who are like, hey, I want to go see this movie, but I always have bad luck with Marvel movies. And I looked at them and I was like, I don't recommend you go see it. The reviews before I saw this weren't amazing. I was like, I don't recommend this be the first thing you go to see opening night, because it's not worth paying for. If you're a huge Marvel fan, pay to see it once, we'll go pay to see it again. Those are my thoughts on it. Yeah, I could rattle off a whole bunch more and go through it, but it wasn't interesting enough for me to solidly be like, oh, I need to talk about all these details. Yeah, it was just those couple things that were disappointing, or I would have liked to see things expanded on. So, thank you all for watching. I'm not sure when the next video is going to be, because my videos all really come out when I feel like recording shit. And I don't always feel like recording shit. Comments down below, questions and stuff. What are you guys thinking about Loki? What do you guys think about WandaVision? I should have talked about WandaVision. That would have been a good thing to do videos on. You guys excited for Spider-Man 10 Rings? I'm excited to see 10 Rings because it's got Wong's going to be in it. And that's at the end of the Hulk movie. Abominable. It's not Apocalypse. I won't just call him Abominable. Whatever the gray Hulk is in it, we see it kind of fighting in a trailer for 10 Rings. That's going to be awesome. That character hasn't been seen since 2008 when Hulk came out, so that'll be cool. But I'm rambling now, and I said this was going to be short, so thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever the fuck you all want to do, because, yeah. Yeah. thank you all for watching, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.